The richest Roblox player, a title only a few can dream of, but who actually has it? Well, here are 4 players that are well known in the community with their huge Roblox games that has made them a fortune. But to find out who is the richest, let's dive into each player's story one by one. Starting with Nikilis. He created his Roblox account back in 2008 and he was just 11 years old at the time, but he had a huge passion for creating Roblox games. His first successful game was Trucking Tycoon, created back in 2013. The game reached over 1.3 million visits, and at some point it was the top earning game, but it sadly fell off and was never to be seen again. But that didn't stop Nikilis. 1 year later, on January 19th, he released Murder Mystery 2. It was an instant success, gathering 8.3 million visits in just 80 days. It constantly remained in the most played and top earning sections since its creation. At the time, there were other competitors that Nikilis had to face, like the Mad Murder, which was released a few months after Murder Mystery 2. But everything changed when he decided to release a massive update on 2019. Season 2 was here. It broke the player count record of 65,000 players and made Nikilis a fortune. To this day, Murder Mystery 2 is one of the top earning and loved games in the entire platform. Nikilis might be the richest, but we don't know yet, because there are 3 other developers that might be even richer. The next player is none other than Preston, or Preston Parks. He joined Roblox on September 2nd, 2011. His username was originally Silver Swirled Gold 2, but was later changed to Build Into Games. His first ever game was Limited Tycoon 2, which was created back in 2012. Despite his young age, he was able to create a game that followed the Roblox trading system. Couple of years ahead, he released his first successful project, Giant Survival. The idea was simple: survive around without getting killed by different types of giants. Its simplicity allowed the game to reach 40 million visits, and with that, a legend was born. However, he decided to stop updating Giant Survival and focus on other projects. It's the 4th of July in 2018 and Preston decided to release Pet Simulator. It was an instant success and became one of the most loved games on the entire platform, with many YouTubers loving it, which led to the game blowing up. Pet Simulator was already earning Preston a fortune, but for him that wasn't enough. 1 year later, Pet Simulator 2 was born. It was extremely rushed and failed horribly, only reaching a 10th of Pet Simulator's success. Preston also decided to stop updating that. 2 years have passed and there was no sign of Preston. But it all changed on 2021 when Preston released Pet Simulator X. This time it was a good game, featuring many new mechanics and gameplay abilities. However, Preston was extremely greedy with monetization, making limited time game passes costing upwards of 19,000 Robux. This did make him a fortune, but at what cost? His reputation was now ruined, and eventually Pet Simulator X stopped getting updates. This might seem like the end of Preston, but 2 years later he came back and released Pet Simulator 99. This game saved his career because he added many ways for free-to-play players to progress in the game. But his insane monetization tactics didn't stop there. He still has a website where plushies are sold for over $250, and did I mention they get sold instantly? And that's not the only way he makes money. Pet Simulator 99 has a forever pack and an exclusive egg which brings in millions of Robux. Preston might be insanely wealthy, but there are always bigger fish in the sea. The next player is Hazem. He created his fortune throughout a game called Please Donate. But before I get into how much he approximately makes, let's see his backstory. Hazem created his account back in 2016, originally as Ihazemi. I have no clue if that's how you pronounce it. He created many games, but his first one to reach some kind of success was Type Race. When the game had an update about Squid Game, it blew up due to many content creators making videos on it. It reached over 16 million visits to this day. However, Hazem had other plans in mind. In February 2022, Hazem released Please Donate, which changed Roblox forever. Players were able to claim boots and raise Robux or donate to others. Behind this game, Hazem had a genius monetization way. For every donation that happens, Hazem receives a 10% cut. Let's count how much Robux is donated in 10 seconds. Okay, around 8.3 thousand. I will not count all the nukes and smites that happen multiple times per day. Anyways, we multiply 8.3 thousand by 0.1, so we know that Hazem makes around 825 Robux per 10 seconds. Now multiply this by 6 and that's 4,951 Robux per minute, almost 300,000 per hour, and around 7 million Robux per day. Imagine how many billions are sitting in Hazem's account. This might seem crazy, but there is one more developer that we haven't covered yet, so let's dive into his story. MyGame34, a well-known Roblox player who created one of the most popular games called Blocks Fruits. His journey started back in 2008 when he made his account, originally known as RedGame43. Then in 2016, he created his first successful masterpiece, Elemental Battlegrounds. The game was about fighting other people with elements that you could unlock by leveling up in the game. The gameplay was fun and addictive. Even I remember playing this game back in the day when I got home from school. Damn, those are some good memories right there. Elemental Battlegrounds continued on to receive many updates before it was abandoned forever. However, this ended up being a good thing because MyGame34 and his brother Rip Indra were working on a new game called Blocks Fruits, which ended up being a massive success, having over 39 billion visits and breaking many Roblox player count records. Till this day, Blocks Fruits still averages around 400,000 to 700,000 live active users. This shows that there are truly no limits in Roblox. Now that we know the story of each player, who is the richest? Well, it's probably Preston, if we count the plushies he sells on his website. His games have significantly more monetization than others we covered in this video. But if I had to second guess, I'd say it's Hazem, because he gets a 10% cut from every donation. It's hard to know who is the richest Roblox player, because we don't have a way of knowing their true income. Let me know which player do you think is the richest in the comment section. If this video somehow gets 1000 likes, I will make a part 2 because there are more wealthy players that I didn't cover in this video. Anyways, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and have a great rest of your day. Peace.